Hey Wealth Builders! I'm Meshach.
And I'm Akiva.
And welcome back to another episode of The Bemused. On this channel, we talk about all things personal finance for young adults just like you and us.
So if you're into that kind of thing, go on ahead and hit that big red subscribe button. And while you're at it, click that notification bell so that you never miss when we post new, valuable, fun videos just like this one right here.
And in this episode, we are going to be going over our net worth update. And this net worth update is for Q3 of 2021. So for cash money market, we have $79,739. For liquid investments and retirement plans, we have $63,833. For our home, we have the value at $242,000. And for personal property, you'll notice that there's only one line item now. That there were some changes that Akiva decided to make if you want to go back to last quarter's video. And we only have our cars, which we have valued at $10,210. That brings our total assets to $395,783. So, sounds like a lot, but let's hear how our liabilities are doing.
So as y'all know, in our last quarter's net worth update, we were celebrating the fact that we finally hit a positive net worth. So let's see if we were able to keep our liabilities below the level of our assets or whether we backtracked a little bit. So let's start with our largest liability, which is our mortgage, and that balance stands at $227,006. Then we have our second largest debt, which is our student loans, and the current balance on those is $133,492. Then our credit cards, we have the balance as of 9/30 was $5,253. Again, for those of you who are new, we do not carry credit card debt. This just happens to be what the balance was on our credit cards as of that day. We always pay off our cards in full on time every single month. But for the purposes of this, we gotta take that into account. So that brings our total liabilities to $365,751 for a total net worth of $30,032. So as usual, let's hop over to our change in net worth slide where we will see how we did last quarter compared to where we are this quarter and chat through some of the changes and important things that affected our net worth this quarter.
All right, so let's get back to our assets. So for assets, cash/money market. So we saw about a $15,490 increase in cash. So back in June 2021, we ended off the quarter with about $64,249, and end of September, we have $79,739. So that is a change of 24%, an increase that is. And again, I think that this section is really important because it's like, okay, that's a lot of cash that we're holding on to. So at the current moment, because of the situation that we're all in, we have not been making regular payments towards student loans. If you follow us, you know that we've made a $30,000 payment at the end of last quarter to pay off a big portion, I think, pay off Akiva's one of her...
the Parent Plus student loans. We paid that account off in full last quarter.
But that explains why we're holding on to so much cash. Next, we're going to liquid investments and retirement plans. So back June of 2021, we had $61,700 in our retirement accounts. And at the end of September 30, 2021, we had $63,833. So that is a change of $2,133 or 3%. And pretty much we're chalking that up to the market just really didn't do that well this quarter.
It sucked. Markets were down so bad on 9/30, so that's why.
Considering, I've had some some job changes in this time period, so that also has a little bit of an effect in there. With my old employer, they were contributing 5% on a bi-weekly basis as well as matching 3%. I started my new job on June 1st, so last quarter we probably saw some pretty nice gains because most of the money that was going into my retirement account was coming from my employer. With my new job, they're not contributing anything until after working there for a year. So everything that's going into my retirement account is my own money right now. And Akiva's company, they only do their matching once a year, I believe. So they're not putting anything in either at this point. So that's why that line item really might have kind of slowed down a little bit more in comparison to other quarters. Next, moving on to our home, we're keeping this one consistent. $242,000, and the reason why we're keeping that consistent quarter to quarter is because based off of what we've seen other homes in our community sell for and we think that it's valued at that at the very least. So we're going to keep that number consistent for at least a little while. Things might change in the future. So $0 change there, 0% change. Then we're going to go down to personal property. So as you guys know, this section is really where the fluctuations may come the most, I would say. Our cars, last quarter ending June 2021, our cars were valued at $10,570. For September 30, we have a value of $10,210. So
and again, this is two vehicles that we are counting in here.
Yeah, so that is a negative $360 change, so that's about negative 3%. And then finally, personal / business property. And this is what I kind of did a precursor to earlier. And Akiva really decided that at this point, she just didn't think it made sense to continue doing that. Like, although yes, if we needed to sell the camera, the lights, the all of these things, we could make more than $500. But like she said, realistically, we probably wouldn't do that.
Yeah. Granted, there's other things around the house that we could probably easily sell for that if we ever needed to.
Yeah.
However, I just feel like it's not a meaningful number anymore with regard to our net worth, especially just where we're at right now. So we just decided we're just gonna nix that, and we're just gonna keep it at the assets, I guess, that truly matter.
So that is a change of $500, negative $500, which is 100%, change, negative 100%. So June 30, 2021, we were at $379,020. And at the end of September 30, 2021, we're at $395,783. So that is a difference of $16,763, or a 4% increase. So that's pretty big.
Our liabilities, let's see what happened. Our mortgage. We continue making our regular principal payments. We are in a no rush to pay this mortgage off. So we are just paying our regularly scheduled itinerary for our mortgage. And so we decreased our principal balance essentially by $1,241 over the past 3 months. So it continues to be this little 1% change that we keep seeing every quarter. So that's cool. As time goes on, of course, that percentage will probably get larger and larger because we'll be digging into our principal more and more as the amortization goes on. Credit cards, like I said, not a meaningful number at all. It just is what happened to be on the cards as of that day. So although we had a lot more money than usual on credit cards, it really doesn't really mean anything. So then we have our student loans. No huge news here. Nothing new to see here. We haven't made any payments since we made that large payment back in June of 2021. Like I said, we've been stocking away cash in order to make a larger payment come January before stuff goes back into repayment. So there has been zero change there. So all in all, we increased our assets because of this higher credit card balance by about $1,500, which really didn't move the needle that much in terms of a percentage. We went from 364 to about 365, so really wasn't too crazy. But that's the situation there. And so all in all, our net worth increased $15,290 this quarter. We were basically doubled our net worth this quarter. That's crazy. So yeah, I think it was a pretty successful quarter. With all that said, we were able to really save a lot of money over the past 3 months. Even though I feel like I'm constantly spending a lot of money, we're also saving a lot of money. So it's a nice balance. And we'll also put the screenshot up here too of our trending net worth from quarter to quarter since we started tracking at the end of 2018. So at this point, we've been tracking our net worth. Next quarter will make a full 3 years, essentially. We've been tracking it for 2 years and 3 quarters. So we'll see. We'll see how we end the year of 2021. But so far, so great. When we started at negative 114, now we're at positive 30. Crazy, right? See what can happen in just a matter of a couple of short years. So that's our net worth, y'all. That's how we're doing.
I really think that Q1 of 2022 is where we'll see, some things start to unfold. But thank you so much for watching. Really appreciate it. Don't forget to subscribe and click that notification bell so you never miss when we post new content. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye.